Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to create some Christmas flowers with you, and here's a selection of a few that I've made. They came out so adorable and I can't wait to use them on some cards which I will be sharing with you on my channel. So you can see these are really cute little flowers. They look like poinsettias, but they're not with poinsettia dies, and I'll show you how to create them, and I'll also show you how and which dies I've used to create these little foliage pieces that are perfect to go behind your flower. And then you can use whatever colors that you like, and you can see how beautiful that looks. So first of all, the dies that I've used are here. So I don't have any poinsettia dies that size in my stash, so I've used this die set here, which is the Magnificent Magnolia die set from TONIC Studios. I'm sorry about the glare. And this has really nice selection of large flower dies, so I've used that one. And then to create these little holly berries, I've used the holly berries die set from TONIC Studios as well. Now these might not be available from TONIC Studios, but if you've had them, use them. This one I'm sure is available from TONIC Studios right now, and if I'm not mistaken, I think this is on sale at the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to put these flowers together. So for each flower I'm going to be using 2 layers. So that's the nice thing about these poinsettias, you don't need lots and lots of layers. So I've cut my layers here in 2 different shades of red, just to give me a bit more dimension using the color palette. So I've got 2 of these, one in the large, one in the smaller size. I've also taken the holly and berries die set, and I've cut out 2 of these using again 2 different shades of green, and these are all TONIC Studios die sets. And then I've also cut some leaves in the different shades of green, and then this little section which is from the holly and berries, and this is going to create this piece here which you're going to add your little berries to. And then the little centers I've cut in some gold, and I've got 2 of these ready to go. Okay, so for the berries you're also going to need this what's this one called, Red Alert, and this is your vintage drop, and it's a beautiful vibrant red for your berries. And the colors you can see here, the colors really stand out on the green, so perfect a red for your berries. Just going to put that there. And you're going to need a pair of tweezers. So for your adhesive you can use hot glue for instant stickiness, or you can use your Nuvo Deluxe adhesive. So for my first layer, you've got your large flower. You're going to take your tweezers, you're going to place it in the center of your petal, and then you're just going to give it a little squish to the side, and that is going to create your dimensions. So same again, little squish and rotate. Same again, so you squish it down and then rotate your tweezers. So you leave the flower where it is, just rotate your tweezers. And I'm going to do that again, like that. Same again here, and that's created a really pretty dimension. Same again for the smaller one. Gonna put your tweezer on, squish it down, and then rotate your tweezers. So you can rotate it left or right. I'm right-handed, so I just tend to do it this way, which is easier for me, like that. And then the last one like that. Okay, and then you can just bring your petals up, same again, bring them up, and then you can stick them together. So I'm just going to use a tiny bit of wet glue because I'm going to put these to a side for a second, and you're going to slightly offset it so your flower looks like this. Okay, so that's my flower ready. I'm going to leave that to the side, and for this little section here you're going to use one that's slightly flatter, and the other one you can just go in with your hand. You can use your flower making tool, the ball tool, but they're quite large enough to actually just manipulate in your hand. And if you're making lots, it's just a really quick way of making your flowers. And I've just added a tiny bit of hot glue because it is mirror card, and then a little squish, and then this is going to sit on the center of my flower there. Again, a bit of hot glue just to the center. Bring your tweezers back in just to squish it in place. And then for the center of this one, I'm going to do the same as I've done here, just adding a bit of sparkle. And you can use gemstones, and you can also use, like on here, I'll show you the gemstones I use are these crystal gems. So that adds lots of sparkle as well. It just depends on the color theme that you're going for. So this one, because it's gold on gold, I just want a tiny bit of sparkle, and that's all it is. So now that my main flower is done, I'm going to work on my holly and berries. So the reason I've took two different colors is because I think it looks a bit more realistic when there's a color shade. You can actually go in with your colored pencils and add more dimension, but because I'm making quite a few, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to create my little holly and berries as easy as possible. So I think I'm going to go like this on this one, and then what I'm going to do is add a little dab of glue behind here. You can use wet glue as well. I'm just using hot glue so it's a bit quicker to show you. And then I'm going to go in and add these. Now this little section you can actually cut and use however you like, so I'm just going to rip it and then put one section here, and I will be covering that bit up with a bit of a leaf. So let's put that there, and you can use them in whatever direction you like. You're just using it as a filler. And I think I'm going to have one just tucked behind here, so I'm going to lift that up, add a bit of glue, and then bob that behind here like that, and then use these little leaves here. So you can use as many or as few as you like. I'm just gonna stick them down like so, and then I'm going to probably add another dark green one as well, another smaller one. So I'm just going to lay that there, just for some dimension, like that, and then one smaller green one, and give it a little curve with your hand, just manipulate it a bit. And then this one can just sit there. So you can play around with them and have a little play and see where you want your leaves and how big you want to go. Okay, there we have that. And now the final thing to do is go in with your vintage drop and add your berries in place. So you've already got the places where you can add them, so you just go in and add them. They are self-leveling, so don't worry too much if your berries are a bit uneven, because they'll even out. And you can see how vibrant that red is. I love it. And whilst it's wet, if you want to add some sparkle, you can actually put some glitter on top of these drops, because it will stick while it's wet. Maybe add one here. There we have it. So that is my little holly berry. So I'm going to leave that to the side to dry, and I'm going to show you how they look when you put them together. So here's my flower, one that's already dry and ready, and then this is my holly berries, and then you can just lay your flower on top of a project. and it's just a really nice embellishment that you've made and created. So that's the traditional colorway, and then I've used some Christmas paper from Minty, and I've used some TONIC, can't remember the name of that paper, but it's got this beautiful textured shiny look, and then this goes really nice here. And for the drops, I've used some glitter, and the glitter I've used on the green here is the glitter accents, and it dries really beautiful and sparkly, as you can see. And then with the holly berries, I've done them in different directions, so you don't always have to like go one way. You can stick them sideways, you can make them long, and then when you add your flower, that's how it's going to look. So that is my little flower tutorial for you today for Christmas. So you can make these and add them to your projects and create beautiful cards. You can create beautiful tags with these. You can add them to whatever projects you like, but they are really nice and easy to put together, but they have a really nice effect. So that is it from me for today, and I will see you all very soon. Take care. Bye.